Hello, my name is Helen. I'm a personal trainer, and I'm just putting out this video for some people that are kind of less able to move. So maybe that's coming back post an injury or a surgery, total beginners to exercise, something where basically you want to move your body, but being seated is the best option for you. We're going to start by gently moving, kind of mobilizing. Do only one round each of strength exercises that are only 30 seconds each, and then finish with a really gentle stretch at the end. So get it all done within 10 minutes. With anything, always make sure you work within your range, work within a pain-free movement. So if that's different to what mine looks like, then you do that. So you just need to have somewhere to sit. I'll go for some sitting cat and cows. You can have your hands on your knees and just round your back and arch your back. Tuck your chin to your chest and then looking up. So it might be again that yours is much, much smaller. It might be that you can move bigger than me. There's no right or wrong. It's just right or wrong for you. And then go some side bends. Just reach and bend to the side and then switch other side. And keep alternating side to side. If it's a bit too much with the arm overhead, you can either go with a more bent arm or even just bend side to side. Even maybe if you've got something to lean into for a little extra support, you can go with that. Alternating knee hugs, just pick one knee up and hug it in towards your body, where you see all the colours I'm wearing today, and then switch your legs. I was thinking, oh, good, they can't see my socks. Hello. They're very warm socks though. And then ankle circles. So you just want to circle the ankles around. Why I thought you wouldn't see. I've lifted my leg up so that you can see, but you can keep your leg down on the ground. Nice. Seated cat cow. Next time we're going to do the other leg. So just remember which one you did there, and next time we'll do the other side. And then moving again, if you're finding yourself quite immobile, having to be seated quite a lot, moving the ankles is a really good one. Side bends for just helping keep the kind of blood flow, making sure blood doesn't just pull down the legs, but helping it pump back up into the heart. So any kind of foot movement's good. Pointing and flexing, little circles in and out, lifting up and down, the circles as we did. Perfect. Alternating knee hug. So you hug one knee in, give it a little squeeze, and switch to the other side. What you're hoping to feel here is just a little bit of a stretch down the back of the legs. And how hard you pull it in is totally up to you. Perfect. So ankle circles, do the other side this time. The other side, the other foot, ankle. And take your time, so you can't see one, but it's really quite slow rather than like really, really fast circles. Quite slow. Feel your range. We're going to do one more time, so seated cat cows. And what I'm hoping you feel is each time you go through that your body just feels like it's able to move a little bit more, or it's able to move a little bit more comfortably. Might not happen. That's the hope. That's the hope of when we're doing a warm up. Side bend, side to side. You're more beautiful than I have ever seen. That's in my head. In one good moment. Perfect. Alternating knee hugs. So this is round 3 of 3 of warming up. How are we feeling? And you've got the choice now to do both ankles same time, or I'll tell you when we're halfway if you're on the one, and then we'll switch onto the other foot. So that's now halfway if you're on the one leg. And it might even be that you will go in one direction, you want to switch direction. Perfect. Have a little break. If you've got some water, you want to have a little sip, have a little sip of water. There's one thing I should say, the final or penultimate exercise, does involve standing up. If you are unable Please don't feel discouraged. I just want you to know that going into it, so you can choose to maybe even just push your feet into the floor, even if you're not able to fully stand, or you can switch with an alternative exercise we've done previously. Each exercise we do, like I said, we're going to do it once through, and that is it. So we're going to start with the leg extension. Lift your right knee up, and then straighten the leg, and then bend. And then just keep doing that. This is a big move. So if you need to, you land the foot down between each one, and your knee is a little bit lower and it can rest down on your chair. If you are able to, then just slightly lift the knee off a little bit higher. If you're not able to straighten the leg all the way, then don't worry about it. Just come as far as you can. Feel that squeeze down the thighs. Yeah, a little shake. And then we'll do the other side. So again, you can either just keep the foot down and then lengthen, or try lifting off and lengthening. So this is starting to work into your quad muscle. That helps to extend at the knee, and that's where you should be feeling the squeeze in here in the front of your thigh. If you've done this a few times and you want more, you can always add resistance loops as well. So a bit of a resistance band that you can put, and it's going to give even more tension. So this is something if you're feeling you're wanting more. Perfect. Go arm circles. So you're just going to take your arms out to the side and then circle, 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 circle in one direction. Doesn't matter which. So you're starting to work into the shoulders. You can go bigger circles. You can go smaller. You can be faster or slower. Go back in the other direction now. But yeah, what I'm hoping you're feeling is some heat coming into the upper arm and the shoulders. Yes, perfect. Oh, you're going to lift the knees right and left. So you just the right, sorry. So you're going to lift your right knee up and then land it back down. Same leg again, lifting up and landing it back down. So we're starting to really feel the squeeze in the hip flexor to help lift the knee up. You might also feel a little bit in your front of your thigh, totally normal. If you're struggling with having to lean back, use the support to help with your posture, to help lift and pull towards you instead. And if you need to just ever so slightly hug the leg in, then go with the hug in as well. But you're trying to do it as minimal resistance with your hands and as much as you can with the hip. And we go to the other side. I know I've written right twice. So every time I do these, there's at least one mistake. So we're lifting and it might be a little burn. Do you notice my tempo? If you're able to add that little pause, please do. Thinking about landing your foot quietly down. You may not have the strength yet, so it might be that it plops down a little bit harder, in which case that's fine. But you're working towards a little pause and a quiet landing. Perfect. Just going to sit, just going to punch. So make this and punch. Bam, 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 bam. Allow your upper body to twist and rotate. See how far you can punch. See how fast you can punch. So maybe you're going slower. Maybe you're not extending the arm as much. Maybe you're going faster than me. Maybe you've got that full extension. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Again, hopefully put a little bit of the shoulders, put a little bit of rotation through the spine, and hopefully also maybe a little bit of a spike in your heart rate. Perfect. This is the one I'm saying sit up, stand up, sit down. So from here, just going to stand up and then sit yourself back down again. If you need to, use your hands to help you get up and your hands to help you come down. But if I would say preference would be adding an extra layer like a cushion underneath to make it so it's a little bit higher, a little bit easier to get onto. If this was too much, remember you can either just push your feet firmly into the floor, or you can repeat another exercise if you maybe had a favorite exercise you prefer doing. Perfect. And our final thing, going to be seated star jumps. So arms are going to be by our legs. We're going to open one knee out to the side of both arms, close, tap out and in, tap out to the side and in, tap out and in. So we're starting to have to pick up the leg to move again, working the hips. We're working the side of the leg to open up to the side. We're also working the arms and shoulders. So we've got more muscles starting to work. So you, again, hopefully feel just a little bit of raising in your heart rate as well. This is the final bit. Perfect. And relax and shimmy. We're just going to gently stretch on the muscles we've worked, shoulders and hips. And take your right arm across and gently pull. You can pull anywhere on the arm, but I'd generally avoid pulling on the elbow joints. You might want to hold up here or here. Bent arm is more gentle, straight arm is a bit more intense. Done. How does it feel to have moved your body? I think it's amazing how even if you just do a couple of minutes of movement, how much better we feel, like physically, but also mentally. So I'm hoping you feel that now. And switch your arms. Look, it says right again. That's 2 mistakes. I do these, and then in my opinion, I double and triple check them. I'm like, cool, and then I'm always shocked when it goes through. I'm like, oh no, there was a typo. I guess attention to detail is not my forte. Right, the next stretch is quite hard to do in terms of your hip flexors. So also depending on your seat. So why don't you just put something underneath and gently push your hips forward. And it might be that you've got a seat where you put it on the side. It might be that it's just you lean back and you straighten the leg out and you should feel a stretch in the hip. This is not very flashy pose, is it? It's like, well, I'm just lying down. The other thing you could try if you struggle with that is just taking your feet wide and pushing the right knee out to the side. It's not the hip flexor, it's the inner thigh, but still stretching into the hip. And then we just switch other side. So again, if you're here, you just push the left knee out with your elbow with your hand. Or again, you can lean back and straighten the leg. If you gently squeeze the bum, you'll feel that stretch a little bit more. Or again, if you've got the option to tuck it underneath and squeeze your butt, push your hips forward, you're going to get the hip flexor and into the thigh as well. That is us done. Done. Hello, relax. Give yourself a big round of applause, pat the back. Well done. Always remember, all movement is good movement. So whatever you were able to do, it's perfect. Thank you so much for training with me. If you enjoyed and you want more videos like this is the first one I've done that's seated for beginners. Do let me know and I will create more. If not, I'll probably create a few more anyway, but do let me know that they are wanted. But yes, thank you so much. And enjoy the rest of your day, evening, week, whatever it is.